The next step we are going to do is add the explosion and the smoke. Now, remember that your camera is this rectangle right here. It doesn't really matter where our camera is. We're going to adjust our camera later. Right now, I want you to focus on the refrigerator. We're going to create an explosion here. Now, you can create your explosion in many ways. I'm going to show you a way to make it easier for you to do it if you're not quite sure what to do. I would watch these videos, get the idea of it, and then you could adjust to your own creativity as needed. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in this area right here. I'm going to zoom in on my refrigerator so it mostly fills the screen. And I'm using one or two. Two is to zoom in, one is to zoom out, two is zoom in. And then I could press and hold my space bar to get that little hand right there, as you see, and I can move that around. So I'm going to put that kind of in the center. That makes it a little bit easier to work with. I'm going to add a layer here, which will be the first thing that I'm going to do is add the explosion. So what we have right here is down in the timeline here, we have a lot of layers. Yours are going to be different than mine. Let's say I came down to the bottom here, I have a fridge door open layer right here. A lot of these are hidden, by the way. I have fridge door open. If I clicked on my plus sign right here and added a drawing right there, what's going to happen is, and I'll call this explosion. If I click on add and close, that layer is going to appear right above whatever layer I was on previously. So that's the fridge door that's open. It's right above that. And of course, I could drag it around. Now, alternatively, a good idea might be to start on the very top layer. We want that explosion to be on top of stuff. So my very top drawing layer is turn up, which you can't see right now. And right here, I'll do plus drawing and I'll name it explosion. And I'll click add. Just go ahead and click add for now. You go ahead and do it yourself. And the next thing I want you to do is add a layer called smoke, which will be, it'll actually turn out to be below that, but just go ahead and click on add and close, and then you could drop that below. I just want to make sure that you understand. First, we're going to create an explosion, then there's going to be smoke, but the smoke's going to appear at first from behind the explosion. Now we want to find where our explosion is. Remember that the explosion is somewhere around the 30-second mark. Right now, I'm set to my frames, how many frames I have, but 30 seconds times 24 is, so 24. If you want to do it by calculator, you could look up your calculator by doing a spotlight search. And then I could say 24 times 30, whatever seconds is. I'll aim for 30 directly, and I know it's about 720. So I'm going to be looking for that. Mine's a little bit less. Mine's actually about 28 seconds, I think. And I could see the explosion right here. If you look at your explosion layer, it's going to be as soon as you see the wavelength right here. And if I could put my playhead, I'm just clicking right there, put my playhead and click play over here, making sure the sound is on. Remember, that's got to be toggled so the background is dark. And I'll press play. I find my explosion. I know where it is. So go there and click on the explosion layer right at the beginning of that, right there, right before the big sound bar. It's that one frame below it. Set yourself up, and then we'll start drawing in the next video.